pay her money for. Not a big fan. And I've reached out to them.
A Chinese food restaurant.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
And I've reached out to said gross Chinese restaurant and said, hey, do you guys need some help promoting anything? Because we'd love to be a part of that Chinese buffet they get going on Saturdays. We'll call it a sandwich buffet. And nothing. Not even a, no, thanks for inquiring, but we're good. Not even, just nothing. Silence, crickets. So, and then said buffet event with sandwiches happens, and I'm glad we weren't there because I heard it was not very good.
Right.
But
how does it work?
Now, Chinese place is like, hey, we'd love for you to come down. You want to try fried rice? And I'm like, oh, well, why would I come down now to try your fried rice? I don't know, but then I think, well, maybe it's the best fried rice I'll ever have. You okay, buddy? You okay, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I got some good crab rangoons from that place once.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I mean, it would be a chance to put them on the spot about a few things, but
I don't know. I'm trying to weigh the pros and the cons because we are a podcast. People can listen if they want. They can turn it off, and if they don't like said Chinese restaurant either. But I don't want people to get it twisted because we're doing this for people that are listening that want just some kind of relief, some to know that, hey man, there's 3 guys sitting around, they're in early recovery, and damn it, they're still doing it. Right. Every time we do a podcast, that's another day that we're sober. And
checking them off.
And if that can do something for somebody, and we say something, like you never know what you're going to say, that boom, could hit somebody. You know, we have people listening to us all over this planet.
Like my 5 minutes alone.
Yeah, my mom loved it.
I did too.
Yeah,
thanks, Corey's mom.
Do that again. But I just don't know. Like maybe they could say something that's going to help. But I don't know. But I don't think it's coming at the. There's something in it for them. I think that they're trying to get out, and that's what I don't want to do. Like Courtney from Skywood Recovery, she reached out to me. She wanted to know more about 217 recovery, and I sat down and we talked. I didn't bring my computer the first night. She wasn't asking to be on a podcast. And then I asked her, hey, do you want to do a podcast? And she's like, I don't know. And then the first one she did was she came out of the gate hot, you know, and asked me to take it down and delete it. So I did. And then we scheduled another one like 3 weeks later, and she, you know, told her story. And then she did one for Skywood that, you know, are separate from her story from them. So, but it wasn't about, hey, we just did something that was bad. We need to get out there and tarnish up our reputation. Let's get a hold of them boys now. Like, wait a minute. I don't know. I don't want to feel used. And I thought, well, what could we gain out of it? Which I don't want to do that either. Because I'm thinking, well, we are going to go down to Battle Creek to talk at a facility. And it would sure be nice to get some gas in the car. But I don't want to do that, man. I don't want to use this podcast as something that we're like, hey, well, if we have this person on, maybe they'll fund us for this. I don't want to do that. I really, really don't. That's why we haven't done it so far. And I don't, you know, like, I'm so conflicted because it's like I can say that, but at the same time, I'm like, well, but I had Skywood Recovery on, and we're trying to partner with them and do stuff. So that's more for the transportation service.
I think they were actually genuinely interested, though, you know, where they reached out to us before we reached out to them, and, you know, and they didn't just sweep us under the carpet and then all of a sudden like, hey, now we can use these guys. Let's talk to them. Yeah. Or I would say they just threw us out like a old piece of fruit.
My therapist's shirt was stolen.
Yeah. Anyways.
Just imagine that.
I probably know who took it.
Somebody
who probably doesn't remember taking it because she was drunk.
Man.
No, I'm dumb. Anyway, so, yeah, I don't know, man. I'll just pray about it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can do. 'Cause I'm conflicted. Like, part of me is like, what if that one person listens to something that they're saying, or
They may or may not have something.
but I don't want to hold
listening to.
resentments. I don't. It is what it is. I'm glad that I don't have to go to that Chinese place anymore. Like,
And you can venture out and go to different ones.
of course, the Chinese place is a metaphor.
Yes.
But I mean,
But a crab rangoon is a good thing.
Yeah, I had a couple of them
See?
last night.
He's not making it weird.
I had the.
They were pretty good.
Sure you did.
Talk about that anymore, Chris.
Sexual relationship.
But we had a good meeting anyways out in Gaylord last night. I'll say that.
Yeah, tell us about the highlight of the night at the Chinese buffet, Ryan.
Did you just fart?
He's like, Corey, why would you even? Because you don't.
Was
wanna
the
talk
highlight of your night there?
No, I don't know.
Mine?
Joey's.
Joey's.
Was there a lady there?
There was a young lady that walked in, caught his eye. And then what was he saying? Something.
I wish that was on the buffet.
Something in something.
So he is learning things from me.
Oh, I wish I had a towel with me or something.
Except for her boyfriend was standing right behind him.
Oh God, yeah.
And we're like, Joey, shut up. And then he was
right behind you.
repeating something else that he had heard earlier that night at the most inopportunity place. I was just like Joey was sticking his foot in his mouth left and right. I was like, Joey, you gotta shut up.
Good old Joey, open mouth, insert foot. That's what he's good for.
Hopefully,
I can't even repeat what he says. So
it's bad. Like, no, we couldn't.
and then
I don't even want it. It has nothing to do with FCC, but it's just, nope. I mean, once we turn this mic off, I will say it for sure. But
Because inquiring minds must.
But I think we met your future sponsor.
yeah, this
His
guy
name's
could
Gary,
be your sponsor
dude.
because he's
He
right up
cusses
your
more
alley.
than I do, and more than you.
Joey was repeating him, and
Yeah, and okay, Gary said, I've been through a lot. He's got, 30 years or 31 years coming up?
Yeah.
Sobriety, yes. And he's like, man, I used to do it all. I used to do this, that, blah, blah. He's like, I was in Nam.
oh, I like guys in
yeah, he
He's
was
like,
in
now
there.
how could I kill said people?
All these Charlies.
Yeah.
We'll say.
But Charlie wasn't the word. And then, so fast forward to the Chinese restaurant, and I'm like, yeah, I think Chris will like that guy, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, when he said, killed all those.
Charlies.
Yeah. I'm like, dude.
Way to go, Joe!
You're in a
doing?
Chinese restaurant.
Not the one in Boyne City that sucks bad that all has white people working there. Like, this one is, like, legit,
Legit, real deal.
Like, why would you scream that out? And then, yeah, like, it was
It's like,
funny 'cause
oh.
he's sitting there looking at me, and right behind
Absent-minded.
him is the buffet. And boyfriend's at the buffet, and he's like, oh, what if I just tell the girl, hey, I love your body? He thinks she'd, like, hey. And I'm like, Joey, right behind you. We're the only people in this restaurant, plus those.
Is he like, is she behind me? He is, though.
Way to go, Joe.
Oh, Joey.
Good thing I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I came across the back of his head with a crab rangoon and an egg roll.
Yeah, it was not very
Then
good.
picked up the crab rangoon and ate it. Because they're so delicious.
And I forgot to mention yesterday, too. Well, I'm not even going to mention it now. It's too late. Why? It's yesterday.
Yeah, it already
Can't do anything
happened.
about it, man.
Stand with a foot in yesterday and stand with tomorrow. You're peeing on today.
Drip, drip.
Oof. What does it always got to be pee with me?
You want to talk about that? Is that
No.
what your next letter is going to be about?
No.
Yeah.
God, no.
Dad will go write that.
No.
Huh? Never know.
I want to crinkle that up and set it on fire. But
White ding dongs.
Don't worry, it's not over all over social media yet.
well, it better not be because I'll quit.
Will you?
I'll totally quit, dude.
Promise?
Yeah.
It's
You
not
take
even-
my picture down. Don't put any pictures.
Oh, that's perfect. You know what? I will put a copy of that on your page.
You probably
Is this
have
bio?
When you
multiple on your
email me to
computer.
take it down, I will.
You have multiples on your computer, I know. So if I just threw this away, it would do no
Yeah, it
justice.
would, and then you'd be like, how did 4 more appear? It'd be like gremlins. You'd be like, what? I thought I killed
When
it.
did I get it wet? Ah! And then I feed it after midnight, and it turns into an evil little banshee.
How about you read it, Chris?
No, I mean, everybody already knows what it said. It says, "Bye, Chris. My dearest love heroine.
No,
It was such a heartbreaking thing to write you this letter."
It says ding dongs.
Oh, I have the wrong letter. Sorry, you printed that out too. Because I used your computer to write out the letter.
Well, that's handwritten there.
No, it's not.
That's what the font says.
What's that say? Honest Green Bay opinion.
That's Green Bay opinion.
That's good handwriting, though, Chris. I do.
It looks like handwritten.
I'll bet it does. Maybe the hell's in the Super Bowl. So, your yellow hair. When are we going to get that taken care of? But it's got to happen before the Super Bowl. We got to get a picture of you sitting in front of the
We don't really
big screen.
put times.
We got to. Yeah, this one's going to get. It should. A picture of you sitting in front of the football game on a functioning television with a Super Bowl be played.
Yeah, where could we do that at?
The
Charlevoix.
Charlevoix Club.
Alano Club. I still
Alano.
don't know what it's called. Alano.
Alanano.
Yeah.
Albino.
All right, so
Alano.
in my therapy session today, procrastination was talked about, and she may watch this video, but if you set a deadline, Super Bowl, Chris, I like it, then boom, at least we know that's when it's getting done by. Like if you have a girlfriend and she's driving you nuts, but you don't have a deadline for it, you're just going to procrastinate it the rest of your life.
Right.
But if you have a deadline to something,
2 months.
you might procrastinate, but at least there's a final. At least there's an end to it. So Super Bowl.
2 months. For my procrastination.
Corey's got to get the products, and
You don't
we have
want
to
Tyrone
consult
to do
a
it.
professional.
You don't want Tyrone to do it. What we'll do is we'll just go to a nice salon.
In Vogue in Bone in Boyne City was suggested when I did the interview with Brian yesterday. The lady walked in. He's like, "Oh, that's I want to say her name was Megan. She's from the barbershop." I'm like, "Barbershop? Okay." And I talked to her about it, and she's like, "Oh, I could do it, but she's like, I work at a barbershop. Do you understand what that is? You know?" And I was like, "Look at my head. No, I cut this myself. Thanks." But yeah, so she's like, "I could do it, but I don't have this. You might want to try the In Vogue people." So I was like, "Okay." So we give them a call, or maybe you know what? Let's do it personal.
Show up. Like, what could you do with this hair?
Yeah.
Point to his.
Make it beautiful, please. Make it yellow.
It's getting up there.
Yeah, you're going to be catching up to me in about 4 years.
And Megan, I believe that was her name, said, "Oh, what color's his hair?" I was like, "Jet black." She's like, "Oh, well, just dye it blonde and it'll turn like puke orange." I'm like, "Yeah, no, we're trying to get it yellow, like cheese." She's like cheese? I'm like cheese.
American cheese. American
like
cheese.
nacho cheese? I'm like Green Bay Packer cheese. She's like, "Okay."
Ooh, that's pretty cheesy.
So we should run up there right now.
Well, I mean, we got to go get the za, and then we got to do the house meeting that counts for paper. Then we got to get the 6:30, and then we got to.
Oh yeah.
Get
4 in today.
What's the last one you got to do?
Get hard.
Yeah.
And you have to say it like that. Sexual relationship.
It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's about relationships, like with yourself.
Get hard meeting.
Yeah.
Get hard with yourself.
Yeah. Alone.
That sounds so screwed up.
Yeah, and you wouldn't read your letter.
The thing is, I'd walk around town yelling, "Get hard with yourself! Get hard!" rather than walk around and go, "Dearest love, white ding-dongs." Sounds so cheesy.
Oh, that's going to be a drop forever, Chris. Thanks.
Yeah, I quit.
Well, if you send me that email, I'll take it off of your bio.
I'll send that email off my phone the second somebody else me.
See? Procrastination. You need a deadline. You need like some ending point to it.
By Friday evening, you'll have it.
Awesome. All right. Well, Chris, we appreciate you sharing your feelings with us and letting us read
Oh, so funny.
the
goodbye letter.
Ding dongs.
So cute that you guys knew about that and didn't tell me. I get it, though. I know why.
I've been dancing around all day like, I can't wait for the podcast. Can't wait for the podcast.
It's just sweet.
Chris is going to love it.
Yeah. Best podcast ever. Give me 5 minutes alone right now.
Oh, no, I got stuff to do.
Sorry.
All right. Well,
We'll put a post-it on that. Try it next time.
well,
Thanks for coming out tonight, guys. I hope you learned something, because I did.
There you go. Thank you, Chris. Thank you.